Hi there, my beautiful mommy friends. This is Karen Weideman from Mums and Love Buckets, and I want to welcome you this morning to my Monday morning Mums Motivation. And I'm so excited to and happy and blessed to be here and to be able to share with you. And so I have something that I want to share. A couple of weeks ago, I had someone ask me about the personality types, and so that's what I'm going to share with you. In South Africa, locally, we have two people that I know of. There might be more, and there might be more analogies, but I know of Hetty Britt, who uses the trees to describe different personality types, and we have Lynette Beer, who uses the colors to describe different personality types. And so I wanted to use the proper name and then also incorporate those different, the trees and the colors to just maybe it makes it easy for you to understand what they are and who they are. Okay, and it's also important to know maybe what kind of child you have, because then we also know how to treat them. We know how to fill their love buckets, because all the different children cannot be treated the same way. They each need their own way that we deal with them. Each child needs their own way that we deal with them. And if we get to know them better, then we also get to understand who they are and what they need from us. So, firstly, I'm going to start with a sanguine personality type. That is the palm tree. And so, if you think of palm trees, we always see these pictures of the palm trees. You think of the sunny holidays, you think of the fun, and you think of the happy days. And so, the palm tree is the yellow uh, personality type, also sun and fun and happy, smiling, smiley face. And so, these are people who are highly motivated. They are always, the life of the party. They love people around them. So they are extroverts. They love people around them. They draw their energy from people around them. They love to make people feel good. And so these are also the providers, the protectors, and they are very dependable. They are the happy, fun loving. And we all know these kinds of people. And so that is the sanguine. They are the palm trees and the yellow personality type. Then we have the cholerics, which is, according to Hetty, is the rose bush, and according to Lynette, is the red color. Now, the rose is the most beautiful flower in the garden, and so they are very competitive. The choleric personality type, very competitive, very structured, very boxed. They have their ideas, but they are also the go-getters. They are highly motivated. They are the performers. They are the perfectionists. And so the cholerics are also extroverted. They need people around them to be able to do this, to motivate and to be motivated, to encourage and to be encouraged. So they are extroverts. And the difference between the extrovert and the introvert is that the extrovert needs people around them. They draw their energy from people around them. The introvert doesn't. They can draw their energy from within themselves, and they don't need people around them. But you can get an introvert who is outgoing, and you can have a wonderful time between people. But you can also get an introvert who is very quiet and calm and does not like people around them. So you don't get an extrovert really who doesn't want people around them. So that's the difference, the extrovert and the introvert. So the choleric is the very competitive, motivated, go-getter kind of personality, the red personality, the rose, the most beautiful flower in the garden. And so our next personality type is the melancholics. Now, according to Hetty, these are the lollipop trees who are so perfectly round, and there's not a twig or a stick or a leaf out of place. They are just perfect. And so these are the people who are, the calm on the top but brewing underneath kind of people. These are the blue personalities, according to Lynette. And so they are the perfectionists. They are the masterminds behind the big inventions, and they are the inventors. And so these people are introverts. They are sensitive introverts, and um, they need um, they are thinkers. They are creative. So the melancholics are the perfectionists, the lollipop trees that are nothing is out of place. They are also set in their ways. They have their ways and they don't want to change. And so that is the melancholics. And then finally, our fourth personality. We have four main personality types, but of course, there are even more flowing out of each personality type. These are just the main ones, and they can, integrate with each other because, of course, we have how many billion people in this world, and they are all different. So these are just the main personality types that we know of. So the fourth one is the phlegmatics. And this is according to Hetty, it's the pine tree. The pine tree is there. It cannot be bothered. It cannot be moved. It is calm. And so the color, according to Lynette, is the green color. They are just peaceful and calm. And phlegmatics don't get bothered. They're not very reactive. They are peace loving. They are the loyal kind of person that they just they're not bothered by things, and they're not bothered by changed plans, and they just go with the flow. Those are the phlegmatic type of personalities. And so they just want peace. They just don't want any, they don't want any disturbance. They just love life, and they just go on. Whatever happens, happens. And so those are the four: the sanguines, the palm trees, the yellow personality, the choleric, the rose bush, the red personality, the melancholics, the lollipop, the blue personality, and then we have the phlegmatics, which is your pine tree, and your green personality. And so this is, of course, not set in stone. If you can identify the personality type of your child, then you have a better way of understanding who they are and how to deal with them. So, of course, different personality types also react differently to discipline. So, we'll talk about that in a later video, how we can deal with it, how we can deal with these different personality types and how they need their love buckets filled, because, of course, every child is different, every parent is different. You have a different personality from your child, and so we need to have an understanding and try and regard everything so that we can be the best possible parents for our children. So I hope this was helpful. I hope that you can kind of see what personality type your child is, and then we'll talk about dealing with them later. At least we can start identifying who they are. Have a wonderful week and be so awesomely blessed.